Hello everyone, my name is Jared and welcome to the Anime Ashtray and to my very first video on this channel. I thought long and hard about what would make a good first video, and I thought to myself, why not a manga haul video? Everybody loves manga haul videos, so I figured I'd make one for you. So here it is, my July 2016 manga haul. Starting off, I have a couple volumes of a manga that is a bit of a blind buy. My friend recommended them to me, but I read the synopsis, obviously, so I have an idea of what they're about. And I love slice of life and drama and redemption stories. So this is definitely up my alley. We have a Silent Voice Volume 1 and a Silent Voice Volume 2. I only have the first two volumes right now. And that's all I'm going to have until sometime next month. So I will definitely be making a first impression video on this series. So I know there's a movie coming out for it as well in the near future. Speaking of movies, I have seen bits and pieces of the movie of this next manga that I have. Just bits and pieces. But I know it's a classic. And it's another slice of life. And like I said, I love slice of life. And that is 5 centimeters per second. Nice, thick. Gonna get a good read out of this one, that's for sure. Next up, we got 2 volumes of the classic, brutal dark fantasy, Berserk, volumes 9 and 11. If you don't know what Berserk is, which I don't think many of you don't know what Berserk is, go look it up. Quintessential dark, metal as hell fantasy. Love it. Next up, I have 5 volumes from a former apprentice of the author of Berserk, and that is Wolfsmund. I have Wolfsmund Volume 2, Wolfsmund Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6. I have Volume 1 over there on my shelf, and I'm going to be getting Volume 7 next month when it comes out because this manga is incredible. Now, I've heard some people refer to it as the Game of Thrones of manga. There might be a little bit of truth to that statement. I'm really not going to say much more on the subject because I honestly don't think I can. Since it's not complete, I can't give a real opinion. But it definitely has similarities to Game of Thrones. It's grotesquely violent, lots of sex, some political tinkering. The whole storyline's based off something political, so there's a little bit of political tinkering, but there's a lot of violence, a lot of sex, and just all around a good time. All right, next up we got 3 huge, nice hardback volumes. We have Vinland Saga Book 2. And Vinland Saga Book 3. And Vinland Saga Book 4. I have Book 1 over there. Vinland Saga is the first hardback manga I've ever bought. And I was not disappointed. It was a completely blind buy, but all I needed to know was historical-ish Viking manga. I was sold. Historical, it takes some creative liberties here and there, but the setting is overall relatively historical, as is Wolfsmund, by the way. But Vikings? When I think anime and I think manga, Vikings are usually on the complete opposite side of what I'm thinking. But I was very, 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 very interested in seeing what a Japanese mangaka could do with a Viking story, and I am not disappointed. I am not disappointed whatsoever. It is an incredible read that I suggest anyone who's into Vikings and historical fiction, pick it up. You won't regret it, and they're cheap. I mean, each book is 2 volumes, 2 or 3. I think it's 2, but they're only $20. I mean, that's less than you'd be paying lots of times for 2 regular volumes, and these are hardback, beautiful, Beautiful books. The art is just incredible. Be on the lookout for either in-depth reviews or first impressions for a lot of these, because a lot of these are ongoing series. So I don't feel like I can give really a review of the entire series without being able to read it all. But I could probably give reviews of individual volumes and first impressions. I will definitely be doing a first impression of A Silent Voice. So I'm very, very, very interested in that manga, and it's complete, so I will most likely be getting the other 5 volumes next month. There you had it. My very first video on this channel. My very first manga haul for you guys, with hopefully lots more to come. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, why don't you subscribe, because there will be a lot more where this came from. I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, if it's worth reading, it's worth buying. I'll catch you guys later.